سلام، خیلی خوش اومدین به یه ویدیوی دیگه با من سحرم و قرار با هم یه سفر 20 روزه رو شروع کنیم. توی اپیزودهای قبلی کلی کتاب Vocabulary for IELTS سطح Intermediate رو در قالب 20 اپیزود پادکست بهتون آموزش دادم. این پادکست ها توی این پلیلیست قابل دسترسی هستن به همراه PDF های طراحی شده، دیزاین شده که به راحتی میتونید از طریق کانال تلگرام دانلود کنید. توی سفر 20 روزه جدیدمون قراره این کتاب رو با هم دیگه کار کنیم. کتاب Vocabulary for IELTS سطح Advanced. این کتاب هم در قالب 20 اپیزود پادکست قراره کامل بهتون آموزش بدم. حالا برای اینکه این پادکست رو از دست ندین حتما جوین بشین توی کانال یوتیوب و همچنین مثل همیشه برای دانلود PDF ها به کانال تلگرام سر بزنید و از همه مهمتر چطوری از این پادکست ها استفاده کنم. برای نحوه درست استفاده از پادکست ها من براتون یه ویدیو کوتاه آماده کردم که با پایان صحبتان میتونید نحوه درست استفاده از این پادکست ها رو یاد بگیرید. یادتون نره تمام مراحل رو اجرا کنیم که دقیقاً مرحله به مرحله طبق روشی که من میگم تا بتونید از این پادکست ها و همچنین روش مطالعه درست این کتاب بیشترین بازدهی رو داشته باشید. Vocabulary for IELTS Advanced Level, Unit 13, Entertainment, Media, and Culture. Hi everyone, it's Sahar here and welcome back to another episode of Saharcast. Today, we are exploring one of the most fascinating parts of modern life, entertainment, media, and culture. The things that connect us, shape our opinions, and reflect who we are. Entertainment isn't just about having fun. It is about expression, identity, and sometimes even escape from reality. Whether it's music, cinema, or digital content, what we watch and listen to has a huge influence on our emotions and values. Media, on the other hand, plays a more complex role. It informs us, entertains us, but also manipulates us at times. With social media dominating our lives, the line between reality and performance has blurred. Influencers, algorithms, and advertisements constantly shape how we see the world and even ourselves. Culture ties everything together, from traditional festivals and art forms to global pop culture. It reminds us of where we come from while showing us how interconnected the world has become. But there is a fine balance. Globalization makes cultures mix beautifully, yet sometimes it can lead to cultural homogenization, where everything starts to look and sound the same. In IELTS, you might get questions like, do you think entertainment has become too commercialized? Should media be controlled by governments? How does culture affect people's lifestyle and communication? In this unit, we'll explore how entertainment, media, and culture influence our thoughts, shape our societies, and reflect our creativity for better or worse. Unit 13, Vocabulary, Entertainment, Media, and Culture. Repeat after me. Audience. Audience. A group of people who watch or listen to a performance or program. For example, the movie attracted a global audience of millions. Target audience. Live audience. Broadcast. Broadcast, it means a radio or television program. The interview was broadcast live on national television. Live broadcast. News broadcast. Celebrity. Celebrity, a famous person, especially in entertainment. Many celebrities use their fame to support charities. Celebrity lifestyle. celebrity gossip. Censorship. Censorship. The control of information or media by authorities. For example, some films are banned due to strict censorship laws. Government censorship. Media censorship. Documentary. Documentary. A film or TV program that provides factual information. I love watching documentaries about history and culture. Nature documentary. Historical documentary. Genre. Genre, a category of artistic work with a particular style or form. My favorite film genre is psychological drama. Film genre, music genre. Influencer. Influencer, someone who affects others' buying or lifestyle choices on social media. For example, many brands collaborate with influencers to reach younger audiences. Social media influencer, fashion influencer. Publicity. Publicity. Public attention or awareness created by media coverage. For example, the campaign received a lot of positive publicity. Negative publicity. Media publicity. Streaming platform. Streaming platform. It means an online service for watching or listening to media. For example, Netflix and Spotify are popular streaming platforms. Video streaming platform or music streaming platform. Subtitles. Subtitles. Text at the bottom of a screen translating spoken dialogue. I always watch foreign films with English subtitles. Add subtitles. Translated subtitles. Some adjectives. Cultural. Cultural. It means related to the ideas and customs of a society. Cultural diversity enriches modern life. Collocations, cultural exchange, or cultural heritage. Entertaining. Entertaining. It means enjoyable or amusing. The show was both entertaining and thought-provoking. Highly entertaining or pure entertainment. Iconic. Iconic. It means widely recognized and admired. Audrey Hepburn is an iconic figure in film history. Iconic image or iconic song. Influential. Influential. It means having great influence or power. The Beatles were one of the most influential brands ever. Influential figure or influential artist. Mainstream. Mainstream. Accepted by most people or considered typical. Indie music has now become part of mainstream culture. Mainstream media or mainstream culture. Viral. Viral, it means spreading rapidly online or on social media. The dance challenge went viral in just 2 days. Viral video or viral trend. Let's learn some phrases and collocations. Mass media. Mass media. It means media that reach large audiences like TV, radio, or newspapers. Mass media have the power to influence public opinion. Media coverage. Media coverage. It means the reporting of events by the media. The story received extensive media coverage. Cultural identity. Cultural identity, it means the feeling of belonging to a particular culture. Traditional music helps preserve our cultural identity. Cultural heritage. Cultural heritage, it means the traditions, monuments, and art of a culture. It means, for example, the UNESCO project protects cultural heritage sites. Freedom of expression. Freedom of expression, it means the right to share opinions freely. For example, freedom of expression is a fundamental human right. Pop culture. Pop culture. It means the modern popular culture like music, TV, and trends. For example, K-pop has become a huge part of global pop culture. Media literacy. Media literacy. It means the ability to understand and evaluate media content. Schools should teach students media literacy to fight mainstreams, misinformation. Public opinion. Public opinion, it means the views of the general population. Media can easily share public opinion through repetition. Go viral. Go viral, it means to become very popular online quickly. The new music video went viral overnight. Take something out of a context. It means to misinterpret someone's words. His statement was taken out of context by the press. Let's move to a part 2 sample answer. Describe a movie that made you think deeply. You should say what movie it was, when and where you watched it, what it was about, and explain why it made you think deeply. One movie that really made me think deeply is Avatar, directed by James Cameron. I first watched it in the cinema when it came out, and I remember being completely blown away by the visuals and the message behind it. The story takes place on a fictional planet called Pandora, where humans are trying to exploit the natural resources of the land. What is fascinating is that the native people, the Navi, live in perfect harmony with nature, something that humanity has almost forgotten. What struck me most wasn't just the advanced technology or breathtaking landscapes, but the underlying message about greed, environmental destruction, and respect for other cultures. It was both a science fiction adventure and a reflection of real world problems like deforestation and colonization. I think what makes Avatar so powerful is its emotional depth. It's not just a visual masterpiece, but a film that makes you question your own values. It is one of those movies that stays with you for years, reminding you that progress means nothing if it destroys the world we live in. Let's move to another part 2 sample answer. Describe a piece of art that influenced you. You should say what it is, when and where you saw it, what it looks like, and explain why it is meaningful to you. A painting that has always fascinated me is Sunflowers by Vincent van Gogh. I first saw a print of it in a small art cafe, and I was immediately drawn to its vibrant colors and emotional energy. The painting shows a simple vase filled with sunflowers, yet it is anything but ordinary. The yellow tones are so bright and expressive that you can almost feel the warmth of the sun. To me, sunflowers symbolize optimism and hope, and they also happen to be my favorite flower. What amazes me is how Van Gogh turned something so simple into something so powerful. Every brushstroke feels alive, full of passion and emotion. It is as if he captured not just the image of the flowers, but also his own inner struggles and longing for happiness. Whenever I look at sunflowers, I feel both peace and inspiration. It reminds me that beauty doesn't have to be complicated sometimes. It's found in the simplest things around us. It is not just a painting, it is a reflection of the human spirit, fragile, yet full of light. Let's move to part 3 sample answers about entertainment, media, and culture. Number 1. How has entertainment changed over the years? Entertainment has evolved dramatically. In the past, people used to gather around radios or cinemas for shared experiences. Now, with streaming platforms and social media, entertainment has become more individualized and on demand. What is fascinating is that people now can create content themselves, not just consume it. This shift from passive watching to active participation has made media more democratic, but also more overwhelming at times. Number 2, do you think the media influences the way people think? Absolutely, perhaps more than we realize. The media doesn't just reflect society, it shapes public opinion through repetition and selective storytelling. For instance, where certain topics receive constant coverage, they create a sense of urgency even if the issue isn't new. This power to frame reality means that media outlets must act responsibly because what they choose to highlight or ignore can shape cultural values and even political attitudes. Number 3, should the government control the media? It is a tricky question. On one hand, some degree of regulation is necessary to prevent misinformation and hate speech. On the other, too much control can limit freedom of expression and lead to propaganda. Ideally, media should be independent but guided by strong ethical standards. In democratic societies, transparency, not censorship, should be the goal. Now, number 4, how has social media changed celebrity culture? Social media has completely redefined what it means to be famous. In the past, celebrities were actors, musicians, or athletes people recognized for their achievements. Now, influencers can gain fame overnight by going viral. While this makes fame more accessible, it also makes it more fragile. People can rise to stardom and disappear just as fast. It is a double-edged sword. Social media gives everyone a voice, but it also creates enormous pressure to maintain public image. Number 5, do you think art and culture should be supported by the government? Yes, definitely. Art and culture preserve a nation's cultural heritage and promote creativity. They're not just luxurious, they're essential to national identity. However, funding should be fair and inclusive, not just focused on traditional forms like classical music or theater. Street art, digital media, and independent cinema deserve equal recognition because they represent the modern voice of society. Number 6, what role does art play in society today? Art still serves a mirror of society. It provokes thoughts, inspires change, and gives people a way to express emotions that words can't capture. In today's world where technology dominates, art reminds us of our humanity, whether it is a painting, a film, or a digital design. Art connects people across cultures and generations. In short, it is not just decoration, it is a form of social commentary and self-reflection. Number 7, how do you think globalization affects local culture? Globalization has both positive and negative effects. It allows people to experience different traditions and ideas, creating cultural exchange, but it can also cause cultural homogenization, where local customs fade away under the influence of global trends. For example, traditional music and crafts may lose popularity as pop culture dominates. So, it is crucial to strike a balance between embracing modernity and preserving heritage. Number 8, do you think people still appreciate traditional forms of entertainment? To some extent, yes, but mostly among older generations. Younger people tend to prefer fast, interactive media like TikTok or YouTube. That said, traditional entertainment like theater, live music, or storytelling still holds emotional power. It provides authenticity and connection that digital experiences often lack. Maybe that is why some trends like vinyl records or classic cinema are making a comeback. There is something timeless about real and human art.